star, feeling like a star. Whoa! Whoa! Where are they now? Where'd they go? Where are they right now? Where are they? Ah! Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha, and today we are keeping up with Xikers and watching their brand new music video to Rockstar. I absolutely loved this album. I will hopefully have my album review up on my channel before this video, but I don't know for sure what order things are going to get uploaded in. So just know I have an album review coming if it's not up already. Because Xikers is my first group that I have been following since pre-debut, and I use that term following pretty loosely. I wasn't watching all of their content as soon as it was coming out, but I did binge watch all of it, or not all of it, but as much of it as I could, mainly their performance stuff. I watched KQ Fellas 2. I watched some of that show that they were on, the performance show. I watched what I could before their official debut, and I really want to keep up with them and make sure when they release new official content, I'm on top of it. I'm watching it, I'm reacting to it, especially because now I'm understanding their storyline better from Tricky House. So I can't believe I didn't pick up with it initially. I knew when I saw the blue like orb spirit things that maybe that's the essence of their music or their soul or like something like that. But I feel so silly that I didn't connect it to the Korean mythology for goblins, when Goblin was literally the first K-drama I ever watched. So how I didn't put it together then, I don't know. But thank you so much to the person who left me the comment explaining it, and then I was like, oh my gosh, yes, this makes so much sense. So now that I have that understanding, it looks like there's going to be even more lore in this music video, and it's just like building on itself, and I don't want to get left behind because I know how hard it is to keep up with ATEEZ and their lore, and I want to be on top of it with Xikers. So today is just going to be a very quick music video reaction. I hope you are excited. Let's get started. I do also want to preface this with saying I'm having some internet problems, so there's a very small chance that I'm going to have to start the video over. I hope not, but let's just get started and see what happens. KQ. Oh, choreography! He has a little tattoo. Do they all have one? I love that they're doing a school concept because they are literally, I think, still in school. 5, 6, 7. Ooh, look at the art on the buildings. Look at all the eyes everywhere. Because they're all seeing? Or are they being watched? Feeling like a song, feeling like a song. Oh my gosh, there's so much that is definitely becoming Xikers' official like style with their choreography. Sorry for my weird face. Someone pulled into my driveway for a second and I was like, what are we doing? This is a lot of running they had to do for this video. What are the dates? Are they dates on their necks? Oh, they're so good already. They're in a tornado. Did they create it?
1, 2.
Whoa! Whoa! Star! Where are they now? Where'd they go? Where are they right now? Where are they? Ah! What the heck? Where did they go? I have more questions than understanding at this point. What are the things on their necks? Is it a date? Is it their birthday? Is it the day they debuted? Is it a significant date? What are the numbers on their necks? Are they numbers? Looks like numbers to me. I could be wrong. My other thought, where did they go at the end? Another thought, the eyes. Is that some like omniscient force that's watching them and that they are like answering to? Or is that their inner power, like keeping an eye on things? I don't know enough about this specific mythology to have a good enough grasp on what things could mean. And I don't necessarily know that all of these symbols in this music video tie in with this mythology specifically. I'm just kind of assuming it does. So that's something to think about too. I'm very much open to discussions in the comments because y'all are way smarter than me when it comes to music video lore and understanding what's going on. So if you guys want to leave comments and explain your theories, please do, because I love discussing them and talking about them. And plus, by the time that I've edited this video, I will have watched it upwards of like 5 to 6 times while editing, and the more that I watch it, the more I understand. So by the time I post it and read your comments, my opinions on things most of the time have already changed. So I will be really excited to talk with you guys if you're willing and open to doing that. I am so excited for Xikers' future. I haven't even talked about the music. I love this song. I love the harmonies in it. I love the rock vibe, which totally makes sense when it comes to Rockstar as the title of your song. In terms of the dancing, I kind of commented on it a little bit. I feel like they're finding their style. And they're pulling a few things from 80s and keeping it within like the KQ house of dance, like motif a little bit. The rolly hip thing that they do is giving Say My Name, but standing in place. And the other thing, the head thing, is obviously something we know ATs to do a lot in their choreography as well, but all of it is being used in a brand new way. And I think it's so exciting that they have a senior group that they can sort of pull from and not take. They're not stealing it. It's very different from what happened with ATs and this. That's not what's going on right now with Xikers. I don't know how to best explain it, but it's sort of like, from my own experience, I grew up in a dance company and we all had different levels. Like, you had the little kids, you had the junior company, the senior company, apprentice companies. Like, you had all these different levels that you auditioned to get into, and as your skills grew, you went to a new level. Very similar sort of dynamic happening with KQ. You obviously have ATs who started at the very bottom level and are now up to the Sunmanim level, and then we have Xikers who are the Hubanims and they are just starting out. But because they're under the same company, they're sort of learning the same techniques and the same styles, and it's the same thing when we were in dance. Like, we were learning what the senior people already knew how to do, so it looked a little bit different because we were just learning it and we were putting our own skills to the test. I think it's very similar here with ATs and Xikers. So I don't want you to think that when I comment on, like, oh, they're taking elements of what ATs has already done, I don't mean that in a negative or in a copying or a stealing way. In my mind, it totally makes sense that that would happen, because to me, they're just all a family. Like, this is just a branch of a tree. That's my opinion, and I could get roasted for that opinion, and that would suck, but that's how I feel about it from my experience in my own dance company growing up to comparing it to KQ as a company. I know they're very different things, but that's my thoughts. I very much enjoyed this music video. I definitely need to go back and watch it a few more times and brush up on my goblin mythology and understand it a little bit more. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. See you later. Just kidding! I don't remember how I ended the other video we were just watching together, or you were watching and I was there. It's a new day, and Xikers have, unsurprisingly I guess, released a dance practice for Rockstar. For whatever reason, I was like, oh, we're probably not going to get a dance practice, this will just be a music video reaction and that will be fine. Silly me! I should have remembered that ATs and KQ put out dance practices as often as possible for whatever releases they have. So we're definitely doing a dance analysis to this, because like I mentioned in my very first Xikers reaction to Tricky House, I really want to stay up to date with all of their content and all of the things that they have going on, since this is my first so far pre-debut group that I'm following. I want to keep up. I'm also later today planning on filming a Xikers guide video, because I have not memorized their names yet and it's an actual crime at this point. I've just been so busy. 17 has overwhelmed and consumed my life that I really need to now focus on Xikers, because I know everyone in 17's names. So how did we get here? I don't know. Anyway, we're going into the dance practice video. We're going to be watching it twice. The first time is just so we can watch it together, get excited over the different choreography and movements. The second time I'm going to try to take notes so I can analyze it quickly for you guys. I hope you're excited. This video got extended. How very exciting. Let's get started. Their outfits match their album perfect. That's a very interesting group position on stage. I love that is it 3 or 4? 3 in the center and then it was like a V in the back? Wow. Oh my gosh, that will be so fun for the audience to do. Look at the pickup! A lot of lines in this. Like straight back lines. Look at how they came forward in like a C. They do that in Tricky House, that rock step forward or body roll step forward. That was almost a little bit of a glide. Or Hunter just naturally did it that way. This is our first small group of the entire choreography. Look at how they're coming on! They have such good formations! Oh my god! Wow! I like that section so much! Oh my gosh! Pick up choreography again. It is a little bit of a glide, that section. Ooh, that was sick. Again, I like that formation too. Oh. A little bit of house there. He got a whole solo! Oh my god. Those formations are pretty crazy. My favorite section is definitely when we have, it was like the trio in the middle, and then we have the two groups that come on from the side. They march on, and then they like make two clumps, and then those clumps sort of circle each other on the outside of the formation. That was wild. We also started earlier on in getting 2 lines straight back, and then it repeated, but it was 3 lines straight back, whereas normally in K-pop choreography we get a lot of horizontal lines where they're in a line facing us, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. But instead it's like 1, 2, 3, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, something like that. So I think that was really interesting. In terms of the choreography itself, it's bringing a lot of elements of different styles of dance, which I enjoyed. They're mixing a lot of things together, but they're also bringing a lot of what we got with Tricky House. And what I was kind of discussing in that video is how, because a lot of this choreography is done, or all of it is done by BB Trippin, as far as I know, I could be wrong, it has a very specific stamp and image that is BB Trippin. So it's kind of like they're pulling different movements and different styles directly from like their catalog of dance that they have as BB Trippin. So I'm seeing a lot of very familiar imagery in terms of what kind of choreography we're getting. I'm already talking a little bit too much, so let me watch it again and take some actual notes, and maybe I'll have a few more things to say. So, oh man, I can't get over these formations. 3, 2, 1, here we go. The shapes they're making are so wild. Now this is a straight line back that they peel off into 2. And then 3 lines there. That move forward is crazy. They pulled 2 to the front a lot. Oh my gosh. Oh. That is a little bit of a glide. Toes, push, push. It's so quick. There's a little house section in this ending. Okay, very nice job. I do have a few extra things we can talk about before I wrap up this video. So in the very beginning, something I didn't quite notice right off the bat is that we get a circle around the soloist, which is very cool. But the other thing that makes it even cooler is they're sort of doing the choreography I already mentioned previously, where we have the two lines come in and then they circle each other. The circle in the beginning of the soloist, they are also circling each other and then peeling off into their first formation. So that like circling around each other to make that like whirlpool image happens more than I realized. And it's very fun and very subtle. The one with the two lines is less subtle, obviously, because there's more space on the floor where you can actually see what's happening. But because the first one starts in a circle, unless you're watching what direction each individual person is going, you're not necessarily going to notice what they're actually doing. I also really like that the very next thing that they do is pick a corner of the room and have the soloist on the center. That's so random that it's kind of genius. To have just your entire group, and it's not like a small group, it's not like a little unit, it's everyone minus the soloist at the time, is just sitting in that corner doing really nice, subtle, complementary background choreography. I love that position, I love that location, and then they bring it right back to the center after that, and that's when we get the little trio in the middle with the V behind them, each doing choreography, and I think that was great too. Something that's becoming definitely a KQ staple or a BB Trippin staple in terms of choreography is the throw, head, 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 throw, head, head, head. We've definitely seen ATs do that. And we're seeing it again here with Rockstar. The other thing is the roll when Hunter is on center and leading the diagonals. That is something we get at the very end of Tricky House. So again, they're incorporating little movements that are becoming what you can say is like synonymous with BB Trippin, because you see it and you just immediately know who the choreographer was. Another formation they did quite a lot in a few different variations, and I'm guessing this is what's working best with their number of dancers, is they'll pull two members to the front, and then they'll either have like a triangle in the back, or they'll have some lines or a little circle in the back. But definitely notice that there's almost like 70% of this dance is two extra dancers in the front, not necessarily part of the main formation. And I just wonder if they're going to keep doing that, or if that was really just something they were trying out for this, because I don't remember them doing that in Tricky House. And since that's my only other like frame of reference at this point, I'm just going to keep mentioning it and trying to connect what their sort of motif of work is going to look like in the future. So just keeping it all in mind. The other thing I wanted to note about this is that it's very fun and youthful. There were some like trending TikTok dance moves thrown in this. The two groups when they come on from the corners, that's like a trending TikTok dance. Again, after they turn, that little like squat down, it's almost like it's like that Russian dance, but they've made it trendy somehow. I don't really keep up with the TikTok dance trends. I know as a dancer that's probably crazy, but I am an older like millennial, so I'm not always up to date with the trends. But I know that what they did coming on was a newer dance trend, and it made it more of a youthful vibe, even though the song is a little grittier and a little I don't know that mature is the word I'm looking for, but it's not like sunshine and like happy, I guess. That pickup choreography, when I mentioned it, is actually more interesting than I realized, because they do the pickup choreography the first time, they dance all together for like 1 count of 8 or a 4 count, and then they repeat pickup choreography again. So I hadn't even noticed that the first time we watched it together, but that is very cool to do it back to back like that. I've mentioned this before, but I really enjoy when it's either a ripple or pickup choreography if they repeat it within that like first 8 count. So you could do like 1, 2, 3, 4 as pickup choreography, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 all together, and then have 1, 2, 3, 4. Your next 8 count starts with another ripple or another pickup choreography. It helps the audience to understand if they weren't paying great attention the first time, like, oh, did someone make a mistake? But then if they started again 4 counts later, then it's like, no, it's intentional. And now we're repeating that same movement. So I applaud them. I liked that. We did get a lot of fun Rockstar references in this choreography that I hadn't noticed the first time. One of them, they throw up a little, I don't know if they do it this way or this way, a little Rockstar hand gesture. We also get that big like guitar hit. I like that so much. It's like right before the chorus really starts and pops off. It's very subtle that I didn't notice it the first time. So I like that it's both in your face once you notice it, but not enough in your face that the first time around you're like, oh, it's all Rockstar themed. Like, no, I really had to look for it to find it. So that was fun. And then at the end, we got a little bit of house style of dance. We had some glides in there earlier and some other styles. I like to mention house because 80s, again, going back to BB Trippin's like Bag of Tricks, they did a great house dance for 80s and I was obsessed with it. House is such a fun style of dance to do. I find it really freeing and really just like enjoyable. So I love seeing other people doing it as well. And then that went right into Hunter's solo before we got the big ending pose. I feel like I'm losing my voice, which is the worst because it's literally my first video of the day. But that is my commentary on Rockstar. I apologize for not knowing how this video would turn out and not mentioning there would be a second part because I just had no idea. But that's life and we're here, we're enjoying it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm really having so much fun with Xikers. I did get my first albums from them. Oh, where are they? There they are behind me. Oh, I forgot to move this. Lino, Felix, you're in the wrong spot. There you go. I was working over there yesterday. But yeah, I have my first Xikers albums. Where's my finger? There it is. There they are. I had such a good time unboxing them. I was a little stressed because I didn't know everyone's names, but I'm going to start studying and watching the guide. I will have the unboxing video on my unboxing channel, which is linked down below. And I think that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!